Welcome back. Welcome to another episode of the Femininity Quickies. I'm Dr. Christina and your femininity coach from the best city in the whole wide world, LA. And I talk all things dating and sex for ambitious women, female entrepreneurs, and executives in their 40s. So if this sounds good to you and you have built your career, you have built an incredible life, right? But there's no man by your side, you're exactly right here with me because I'm giving you tips, I'm leveling up your dating life, and I make you so fucking ready for your man. And if a quickie is not enough and you need an all-nighter, a really deep thing, right? An intense orgasm, of course you can book one-on-one coaching with me. The link to sign up and apply for a spot is in the description box of this video. So yeah, let's get you fucking ready and let's talk about dating life and why you maybe sabotage it. So why do you probably sabotage it, right? Although you deep down want and crave this man. Maybe he's sitting in front of you and you're thinking, oh my God, this is my man. I need this man. You know what I mean? You have so many things in common and you can see the future and you have like so many good things. But then for whatever reason, you say something and you feel it's off, or he's saying something, or you reject each other whatsoever. And you think like, okay, right? I'm aware of what I'm doing. Was I not my best self? Didn't I say the right things? Didn't I ask the right things? What is happening? And I can tell you that even those thoughts, right, pretty much negative ones, are actually a sign of sabotaging it. And why I'm telling you that is because it took me personally months, and it took me so many actually very good dates with very nice men and very, like, if I want to call them prospect, but that was more than just a prospect. That was just, sometimes it was my husband, right? And I sabotaged it. In the beginning, I didn't realize what I was doing, that it was like sabotage, right? But the more I worked on myself, and also what I'm seeing in a lot of my clients too, they come with like certain kind of expectations, they come with like past stories, baggage, if you want to say so, and what is happening, they bring that baggage into the next date. And picture that you have a beautiful woman, she worked on herself, there's no things she hasn't dealt with, right? There's no baggage she can, or trauma, whatever you want to call it, that she brings into that date. And then she meets that man. She's very calm, she's very collected, her nervous system is regulated because no stories are playing, no trauma is playing, right? She's so relaxed around this man, and he's incredibly attracted to her because she's so authentic. She loves, she has fun, right? There's no negative attitude, there's no judgment, because there's no backstory running. Yeah, and then of course he's interested, of course he can be his best self as well, and of course it's gonna work out. Makes sense, right? And then on the other hand side, picture a woman who still has some stories. Maybe she get disappointed from dating in LA, right? And then she tries it again after a while, and then like he says something and she's like, not again. Or and like instantly the story is coming up, instantly the trauma response is playing. And this is what's happening when the story is running over and over again, right? It tries to produce the same outcome. And when the story was, okay, I'm on a date and this guy is going to reject me anyways, right? Maybe she got ghosted. And then she comes with this fear, oh my God, maybe I'm getting ghosted again, maybe I'm getting ghosted again, oh my God, my nervous system, right? She's in fight or flight or freeze mode, like in survival mode. And then, of course, then in the end, maybe, she says something or she really acts weird. You never know, right? Or just the energy is off. Tries to really, again, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, again, to sabotage the date that he is not interested anymore. if you are aware of it or not. You cannot, because your nervous system in that moment is running a different program. You are in survival mode, right? And how can you make proper decisions? How can you listen to what he's saying? How can you react in your most authentic way when the survival mode is running? It's a different program in your body, right? It's there to keep you safe. It's there to escape, kind of, right? And it's not there to be the best self, relax and have a good time. And sometimes we don't even know if this program is running. Of course we are nervous, right? To some extent. We sweat more, the heartbeat, the rate is higher, Makes sense because we're nervous, but why are we nervous? I understand we're nervous because there's a new person, but we're also nervous because there's trauma running. And your nervous system is so dysregulated that dates are not fun anymore. And that's not something what we want to have. We want to be the best self, the relaxed self. We want to enjoy. And we also want to be able to listen to what the man is saying and to make our choice, right? Is this the man I would want to see again? Is this the man I want to build a life with or not? But in survival mode, we cannot. And that's what I'm saying. This can be like the sabotage. You're sabotaging your date, right? By playing your traumas over and over again. This is the one aspect of it. And there's another aspect running. Because you're in survival mode, you probably listen only to certain kind of pieces he's saying. I mean, as you know, like the subconscious mind is not showing you everything. There are filters, right? Based on your traumas, beliefs, past, right? And your personality, whatsoever. But yeah, and that's tricky because sometimes maybe you only hear the good things, or maybe you only hear the negative things, right? To literally reject it before he rejects you. And that's tough because, you don't even give this man a chance. You don't listen to what he's saying. Maybe that's your one and only, but you are running in different programs. And this is what my coaching is for. I want to get you out of those bad habits, the bad programs. We reprogram. So literally, uploading a new software. The software that is positive, that comes with no baggage, that comes with like excitement to meet a man. And still, if you are relaxed and if still this is not your man, that's fair enough. That's good too, right? But then from a place of, okay, I made proper decisions because I was able to read and listen and make the decision. And this is where I want to bring you to, right? To not run programs, old stories, old traumas over and over again. Because when in the end, it doesn't even matter who the man is, right? That is sitting in front of you, because it will be always the same. You will always manipulate the things. And this is like something, ladies, you have to work on. Because there's no other result. You will always over and over again manipulate the date. You will manipulate the connection. And I can tell you, when first of all, you're super nervous, that's a sign. And when the outcome is always the same, that's another sign too. Because picture that, right? The men are not the same. But the end result is kind of the same. So what is happening? What is the dynamic, right? Like, how do you choose the man? How do you speak with those men? How you make the decision? So what is happening, right? And when we look at that, we can find and, trace back what are the initial things that are running your show. And that's what I want you to stop. As I see, so as I said, these are the signs where you notice that when the end result is the same, and also in the beginning when you're super nervous, and also after the date, what kind of thoughts are playing on your mind, right? It is always the same. Oh, this is a shitty man. This is not good. This is bad. For example, me, I was thinking very bad about men in the beginning. So every time I was on a date, I was very picking, right? Negative thoughts, habits. I interpreted his behavior always in a negative way. End result, I didn't want the man, right? End result, I was alone. End result, I nurtured my belief all men are bad. Ka-ching! You know what I mean? So what's the deal? Always being trapped in those traumas, in those negative beliefs you don't want to have because you deep down want a man. And let's uncover that. Let's figure out what is holding you back and why you sabotage your dates, right? Why do you do that? Why do you do that? Let's figure it out. I hope this episode was helpful, and I hope that you learn more about yourself, learn more about your beliefs, and uncover them and reprogram your dating mindset. Thank you so much for listening. I see you next time to the next Femininity Quickie.